Your whole life someone has been telling you that certain people are just naturally smarter, that some brains are built different. That genius is something you either have or you don't. That belief is costing you more than you know, and in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to prove it's completely wrong. Here's the story everyone knows. Mozart wrote his first symphony at 6 years old. People hear that and say, gifted, prodigy, born different. Here's the part of that story nobody tells you. Mozart's father, Leopold, was one of the best music teachers in Europe. He started training Mozart at age 3, every single day. No breaks. By the time Mozart was 6, he had more training hours than most adult musicians. Mozart wasn't born a genius. He was placed inside the conditions of a genius. Those are two completely different things, and one of them you can actually control. In the 1960s, a Hungarian psychologist named Laszlo Polgár made a bet with himself. He believed genius wasn't born, it was built, so he designed an experiment. Before his daughters were even born, he built a system to test his theory. He chose chess. He started training all 3 girls from age 4. Structured practice, daily feedback, no shortcuts. All 3 became chess grandmasters. One of them, Judith, became the strongest female chess player in the history of the game, ranked in the top 10 in the world, beating grandmasters who had been playing since before she was born. No gifts, no special genes, one father, one system, 3 prodigies on demand. A researcher named Anders Ericsson studied world-class performers for decades. Athletes, musicians, chess players, surgeons. His conclusion destroyed the teller myth completely. The difference wasn't IQ, it wasn't genetics, it wasn't even hours of practice, it was how they practiced. He called it deliberate practice, and it comes down to 3 things. The error loop. Most people practice to feel good. They repeat what they already know, because it feels productive. Top performers do the opposite. They hunt for mistakes, because every mistake is the exact location of the next improvement. No error, no growth. It's that simple. The discomfort zone. If a practice session feels comfortable, your brain is not adapting. Think of it like lifting weights. The same weight every day doesn't build muscle. Your brain works the same way. Easy feels like progress. Easy is not progress. The angle drill. Don't just repeat the same material the same way. Read it, then explain it out loud without looking, then apply it to a problem you've never seen. 3 angles. Same concept. Your brain doesn't just recognize it anymore. It owns it. You're probably thinking, Mozart started at 3. The Polgar sisters started at 4. I'm already 17. Or 20. Or 25. I'm too late. Here's what Ericsson actually found about adult learners that almost no one talks about. Adult brains don't learn slower. They have something a 6-year-old brain doesn't. The ability to watch yourself think, to read something and know exactly which part you understood and which part you didn't. That ability, used correctly, is more powerful than any head start. The fastest learners aren't the ones who started earliest. They're the ones who stopped practicing blindly and started practicing with a target. Mozart wasn't a miracle. He was the first person in recorded history to be placed inside the right system at the right time. The Polgar sisters weren't prodigies. They were proof that the system works. Even when you design it on purpose, you were never behind. You were never given the system. Now you have it. But here's the problem. The system requires focus, and focus is exactly what your phone, your notifications, and every tab you have open right now is designed to destroy. I made a video on the exact mechanism your brain uses to block out distraction and how to switch it on in under 2 minutes. Watch it next.